Today is December 17th, 2024, and this is the Capital Outlay Committee. I'm calling the meeting to order. The Zoom is up. The Zoom chat will not be monitored. Participants who wish to speak must raise the hand icon until the chair asks them to unmute. Note that this meeting is being televised, streamed, or recorded by Bourne TV. If anyone in the audience is recording or videotaping, you need to acknowledge it at this time.
Hi, Jamie Perkins from the Bourne Enterprise recording.
Thank you. Okay, so I'd like to call the meeting to order. I note that John O'Brien is not here today, and present is Carol Lynch, Wayne Sampson, and Tom Joyce. Takes me a while to get that one, Tom. Yeah, I know. Secondly, the first item of business is to consider the purchase of 171 Clay Pond Road.
Yes.
Did you want to make any comment on it, or?
Very briefly, it does meet the definition of a capital purchase. It is an asset of more than 5 years and a purchase price of more than $25,000. So prior to going to the January 6th special town meeting, which is at middle school gym, I would like the Capital Outlay Committee to formally discuss it and take a vote to recommend or not recommend. This is the purchase of the land for a new Southside Fire Station at 171 Clay Pond Road. The article is requesting $1,750,000 from the Capital Stabilization Fund. The purchase price of the land is $1.5 million, and then we're asking for an additional $250,000 for incidental costs, including legal costs, survey, demolition and disposal of the existing structures, and and the ability to remove and replace any of the non-structural soils that are on the location that we have to dig out to bring in Title V sand for the septic area and structural soils for the foundation area. We did conduct and complete Phase 1 and a Phase 2 environmental assessment report. We hired an LSB to do that. Both reports have come back clean, and there's no restriction on the property or the soils. So it is not a contaminated site. So that's why we're recommending moving forward with the purchase.
Any questions?
Exactly as I took the notes last night.
Okay. Good.
Oh, good. I'm glad I was consistent.
Yeah. All right. Any questions, Carol?
No questions.
Okay. Would anyone like to make a motion to recommend $1,750,000 for the purchase of 171 Clay Pond Road?
So moved.
Tom is making the motion.
I'll second.
Carol, thank you. Okay. All those in favor? Tom?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
And I'm I also. Okay. Thank you. Now we'll vote on the requests for the projects for the fiscal year 26. And I'm going to go based on, right down the list that we had from our last meeting. All right. So the first is the library trustees and facilities for the to hire an OPM and design for a new library. Any comments or discussion on that one?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Just for the committee's information, we did add additional information in the capital book. So at your leisure, if you want to go back to that link, there are now reports from a structural engineer this is all for the existing building, but there's a structural report, there's an electrical report, and there's a mechanical engineering report. So that information is in the book for, for you whenever you want to look at it.
Thank you. All right. Do I have a motion to recommend the sum of $150,000 for the at the request of the library trustees and facilities?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Okay. All those take a vote. Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Okay. The next area is the Recreation Committee. The first one is for Carmeletti Court. There was a request for $400,000. Any discussion on that one? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
A motion by Tom.
I'll second.
Carol. Okay. And to take a vote, Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye.
And I am an aye. Now, there was also a request for Chester Park, but that was going to be determined. So we'll hold off on that one,
Please.
okay?
If you would like to give us any general feedback about the concept, you can, but we'll come back to you with the funding request when the budget's developed.
So that is postponed. Postponed. Okay, the next one is Bourne Public Schools. We had a $50,000 request for high school carpet replacement. Now, there's 5 items here. I'm going to take a individual vote on each of the items, okay? So the first one is the high school carpets. Do we have a recommendation?
Do you want a motion? Move to approve.
Okay, so on the high school carpets, we have a motion to recommend $50,000.
$55,000.
$55,000.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Carol, would you like the second?
I'll second.
Okay. And all those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Okay. The next one is, we have a request for $250,000 for the high school elevator refurbishment. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion on that.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. The next request was for $400,000 for the Jackson Field bleachers. Do I have a motion on that one?
So moved.
I'll make a motion on the bleachers.
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion by Carol, second by Tom. All those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye.
And I am an aye also. We have a request for $120,000 for the minibus. Do we have a,
Wayne,
yes,
point of order.
I'm sorry.
On the left,
Who's speaking?
Peter.
Peter Meyer.
Oh, yes, sir.
The last 2 motions by Carol said I make a motion, since you did not say I make a motion to approve or a motion to deny, so just in case this goes into the record, those motions need to be more specific.
Okay, thank you. So, Carol, I assume that both of those were to a motion to recommend?
Yes, I'll make a motion to recommend on both of those.
Okay, thank you. Okay. The next one is D, for the minibus. They're requesting $120,000. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
A motion to recommend.
Recommend, right, yes.
A motion to recommend by Tom
I'll second.
and seconded by Carol. All those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye.
Okay. And then the last item under the public schools is a $50,000 request for the solar array. Do I have a motion on that?
I'll make a motion on the solar array.
You make a motion to recommend?
Recommend it, yeah.
Second.
Thank you. So the motion by Carol, seconded by Tom. All those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye.
And I am an aye also. Okay, the next one we have is the police department facilities. There was a request for $2,500,000 to replace the police station roof, and it was our understanding that this is an emergency situation, and also that there is potential recovery litigation down the road, just for us to keep in mind on this one.
I would like to let the committee know that in the link to the book, there are cost estimates included now, so you can take a look at that as well.
Great, thank you.
Can we just verify that the amount was 2.5 million?
Yes.
Yes. Is that what I said?
I heard 205, but
Oh,
2.5 million.
right,
Yes,
yes.
2.5 million.
$2,500,000.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I have it written out, so. All right, do I have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
Okay, by Tom,
I'll second.
thank you. Okay, and all those in favor? Tom,
Yes.
Carol,
Aye.
and I am an aye also. Okay, now for the police department itself, we have three requests. The first is $30,000 for a phone system. Do I have a motion on that one?
Move to
I'll
approve.
make a recommendation on the phone system.
Motion to recommend,
Second.
Carol,
Accepted.
and seconded by Tom. Okay, Tom, all those in favor? Tom,
Yes.
Carol,
Aye.
and I'm a yes also. The next request is for police vehicles, for 3 police vehicles, a request of $280,000. Do I have a motion to recommend on that?
Motion to recommend.
Motion to recommend by Tom.
I'll second.
Thank you, Carol.
Can
All
I
of-
just,
Yes.
I'm sorry, can I just, I do want to just remind the committee that the department request was for 5 for $468,000. The town administrator recommendation is 3 for $280,000.
Correct.
So I just want to, if you want to recommend the town administrator recommendation for that one rather than the departmental request, just so I just want to make it clear that the department is asking for more and I'm cutting them back.
Correct. And we understand that this is in order to balance the budget. And we knew that there were going to be cuts and
Yeah.
reductions from the original requests.
Yes.
So I have listed what we discussed
Thank you.
in our first formal meeting where we met with all the department heads.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is on the police vehicles now. Do I have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
Okay, by Tom,
And I'll second
second, thank you, Carol. Okay, all those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye.
And I am a yes also.
I guess I should have asked before now, but does this part include the special things in the doors?
Yes.
Plates, okay.
Yeah. Yes. It comes with that particular vehicle, and there's no other vehicle
Yeah, yeah.
manufactured with them.
Yeah.
So, the third item under the police department is the firearms range HVAC upgrade, and they have requested $475,000. Do we have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
Tom recommends. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Carol. Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
I am a yes also. The next is the fire department. We have a request for $475,000 for a new ambulance. Do we have a motion on that?
I'll recommend the purchase of a new ambulance.
Carol recommends.
Second.
And Tom seconds. All in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. The fire department has requested $450,000 for a brush breaker. Do I have a motion to recommend?
I'll recommend purchase of a brush breaker.
Yes. Second.
Tom, seconded. Okay. All those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
I am a yes also. There's a request for $115,000 for a command vehicle. Do I have a recommendation?
Move to recommend.
Tom recommends.
I'll second.
Thank you, Carol. Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I recommend also.
Can I just ask, do you want to talk about the fire station, or are you going to hold on that one? The 18 million?
18 million?
Yeah. Is that on your list?
It's not on my list because I thought we were going to do that for, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's on the list.
Oh, yes, I see it right here.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to skip that, or. I thought we had to get by the land purchase first. Well, I mean, it's on so the construction of the station is on the FY '26 capital budget for the May annual.
Right.
So because January, we're kind of doing them both at the same time, but this is on the May annual.
Okay, so there was a request for $18 million for the new Southside Fire Station. And after the purchase of the property, I mean, this article is subject to the purchase of the property, obviously.
Yeah, if the property is not purchased at the January 6th
Correct.
town meeting in the middle school gym, then we'll have to reevaluate.
Right, okay. So, do we have any discussion on this $18 million project for the fire station? Obviously, it's been a 5-year project so far. We've gone through 2 committees. We've looked at over 30 pieces of property. We know that we have a situation where they've moved out of the original building. We know we also have the pending bridge work coming. Now is certainly, time is tight to get it done and do it. We have a potential piece of property that is right in the middle of the response time, I say go. Any,
Wayne, this
Yes.
is the same one that they were going to do where the old fire station in Pocasset was located, correct?
Yes, it's rough. So the floor plans and the building plans are still very conceptual because we can't design it until we have the actual site. But yes, it is the same concept. So it's a 4 double bay station, 2 stories.
And I highly recommend constructing the fire station at the new site.
great. Okay, do I have a motion to recommend?
I'll recommend it, Wayne.
Okay, Karen. And Tom seconds. All those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I'm a yes also?
Are we over this now?
Huh?
Are we over this now?
No, this is just that. Okay. The next item on the agenda was for the sewer department, the SCADA design. They have requested $88,000. Do I have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
Tom? Second?
Second.
Carol? Okay. All those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. Okay, the second request was for residential grinder pumps, and I looked back in the minutes and on my other sheet, and I don't have a price on that one.
Do we want to do the 150 or are we still holding?
I think we're still home because the Board of Sewer Commission still hasn't finalized.
Yep.
What we're in projection.
What, 150?
No, can we please hold on that?
Oh,
And
sure.
we'll come back in the future.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to postpone that one.
Yes, please.
Great. That's probably why I don't have a figure in there. Okay, great. Okay, so for the DPW next, we have 3 requests. The first is for a Ford 550 dump truck. We have a request of $156,000. Do I have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
Tom?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Carol. Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
I am a yes also. The second is for $600,000 for drainage upgrades. Do I have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
Oh, no. Sorry, not 600, 400,000, please. This is one of the ones I had to cut back,
Okay,
right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to.
Thank you.
400,000. So we're clarifying that the request for drainage upgrades is $400,000. Do I have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
Tom?
I'll second.
Carol seconds. Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am in favor also. Now, we had a request for $1.69 million for Shore Road and Barlow's Landing intersection, and I believe that Matt is here today, would like to make a presentation regarding this.
Thank you for having me, Matt Sawicki, DPW Director. After the last capital outlay meeting, I got the feeling that was a large ask. We wanted to incorporate all of our safety features, all of the kind of the wants of the intersection to make it as complete and safe as possible. We went back, looked, and I think the DPW wants to do a project in that area. It's been needed for a long time. So we'd like to reduce the scope of the project and just do the immediate intersection, the crosswalks, the 4-way stop, and just focus on that small area and get that done this year if possible. So the total cost for that would be $423,000. Of that, we still believe we may be able to get complete streets funding. So of that $423,000, we believe about $264,000, $955,000 could be funded through Complete Streets if we receive the grant funding. And we need another $158,045.70 from town funding to complete the project for items that wouldn't be included in the grant funding.
Okay, I'm sorry, could you give me the grant number again, please?
Sure. This is based on the current estimates, $264,954.30.
Okay, and the town share ask?
Would be 158,045.70. So I think we typically, please correct me, but we request the full amount at town meeting in case we don't get the grant.
That's correct.
And this would incorporate the four-way stop, new crosswalks, minor drainage improvements, and ADA landings in those areas, in that area.
What kind of landings?
ADA
Okay.
landings.
Is this going to include any removal of trees to improve the sight distance?
We're going to do that on our own. We're going to work our way down the road and take care of the trees for the site distance in-house with DPW. That would be outside of the scope of this project.
Okay. Is that going to be done in conjunction with the project?
We'll probably do it before. We'll probably do it over the winter.
Okay. Personally, I mean, I come through the intersection all day, every day, and that is the major problem there, is the sight perception. So, much better project.
Okay.
Much better. Are you comfortable with it, Tom?
Yes.
Carol, are you comfortable with it?
Yes, I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah, I thank you for your effort to quickly bring it down into a financial scope of something that we're all comfortable with. And I agree with you. I know a lot of the neighbors want it, so we thank you for all the hard work that you put into it.
Thank you, I
And-
appreciate it.
So,
We can always revisit it again as a second
sure.
phase later.
Absolutely, but.
Some
good-
other time.
Good job. Did I hear that?
Phew.
Yeah. All right, so we have a request under the DPW for $423,000 to encompass the primary intersection of Byler's Landing and Shore Road. And the DPW will take on the clearing of trees for the site distance on its own, on the record.
I believe there was one.
But that's not part of your vote.
No, I understand. I'm just making note of it. So noted.
So noted,
So noted.
but not in the motion.
All right. Do I have a recommendation to approve?
Move to approve.
Okay, by Tom.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Carol. Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. Thank you. Okay, the next is DPW and ISWIM for a side load rubbish packer, a request of $439,000. Do I have a motion to recommend?
I'll recommend the, God, what it was now, the Packer.
Packer. Second?
Second.
Seconded by Tom. All those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I'm a yes also. Okay, for ISWIM projects, there was a request for, a long-term request for a building project, and the request was $25 million. Do I have a motion on that?
Move to approve.
Moved by Tom, second by Carol. Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. There was a request for $300,000 for a roll-off truck. Do I have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
In a second?
I'll second.
Carol? Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. We have a a request for $500,000 for an excavator. Do I have a motion to recommend?
Move to
I'll
recommend.
make a motion.
Okay, Tom, and second Carol?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, all those in favor? Tom,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
and I am a yes also. Now, we also had a request for the landfill cap, but I did not have a price on that one either.
We didn't have a price on that one?
I have $1,850,000.
Y-
And
Yes,
source
that
fee.
might have came in, yes, I'm sorry, that might have came in late, and that is retained earnings from the closure account.
Closure account from ISWIM.
Yes,
All retained earnings, that's going to cover it.
yes. And it was 1 million what, Erica?
850,000.
Thank you. Motion to recommend?
Move to approve.
Move to approve, recommend to approve. Carol,
I'll second.
second? Okay. All in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
I am a yes also. Okay, engineering. Did you want to address us?
No, I just wanted to be here for questions.
Oh, okay. Rail Trail Construction oversight, we have a request for $200,000. Do we have a motion to recommend?
Move to recommend.
Tom? Carol, second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. And then there was a request for $30,000 for the Red Brook Harbor Dam completion. Motion to recommend
Motion to recommend.
by Tom. A second, Carol?
Yep, I'll second.
Okay. And all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. Thank you, sir. Okay, and then we had a request for $250,000 from the DNR and Shore and Harbor regarding the annual dredging. Do I have a motion to recommend?
Motion to
I'll
recommend.
put a recommendation to,
Second, Carol?
second.
Second? Okay. Those in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. Okay, now the next thing on our agenda is approval of prior minutes. So the first one is the minutes of, just get them in order here, of September 23rd. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the September 23rd minutes.
Second.
Carol, seconded by Tom. All in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay, the minutes of September 30th, 2024. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the September 30th.
Carol, seconded
Yes.
Tom? Okay, all in favor? Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I am a yes also. And then we have the minutes of December 2nd, 2024.
Move to approve.
Okay,
I'll second.
seconded by Carol. All in favor, Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I approve also. Okay, is there any other material to come before the committee today? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, Tom?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And I'm a yes also. Thank you, everybody.